Hi there, and welcome back to Paws and Pawsitivity. I'm Jamie Watkinson-Harvey, your certified dog trainer, behaviour consultant, and advocate for force-free science-backed training methods. Whether you're at home or out on a walk with your pup, I'm so glad that you're here joining me today. Now, I know today's topic might ruffle a few feathers, or should I say fur, but it's one we need to talk about. Cesar Millan, the so-called dog whisperer, is often treated like a guru in the world of dog training. His TV shows have made him a household name, and his dominance-based methods have been plastered across screens worldwide. But here's the truth. Millan's approach is outdated, often harmful, and built more on theatrics than actual science. So let's break it down. Why is Cesar Millan not the dog training expert people think he is? And more importantly, what should we be doing instead? One of the biggest reasons Millan has gained such a following is his ability to look like he knows what he's doing. His confidence, his calm but firm demeanour, and his dramatic rehabilitations make for great television. But that's just it. It's television. Editing works wonders in making his methods seem like instant successes. What viewers don't see are the long-term consequences of those techniques. Dogs might appear fixed in the moment, but fear-based training doesn't address the root cause of the behaviour. Instead, it suppresses it, often leading to more severe issues down the line. And let's not forget it, Millan has no formal education in animal behaviour or training. He's not a certified behaviourist, nor does he rely on any modern scientific studies. Instead, his philosophy is based on the idea of dominant and pack leadership, concepts that have been debunked time and time again. If you've ever heard the phrase, be the pack leader, you've probably encountered Cesar Millan's influence. His whole philosophy is based on the outdated notion that dogs are constantly vying for dominance and that we, as owners, must assert ourselves as the alpha. But here's the problem. This idea is based on flawed research. The dominance theory comes from studies of captive wolves in the 1940s and 50s. These wolves, unrelated and forced to live together, naturally fought to establish a hierarchy. But that's not how real wolf packs operate in the wild. And it's certainly not how dogs, who are not wolves, behave in human homes. Modern canine science has shown that dogs don't see us as pack members, nor are they trying to take over our households. They are social learners who respond best to cooperation, not intimidation. Using dominance-based techniques like alpha rolls, leash jerks, and forced submission doesn't teach a dog what to do, it just teaches them to fear making the wrong move. Millan's methods often rely on physical corrections, poking, biting with his hands, kicking. He calls it a touch, but let's be real, it's a kick, and using choke chains or prong collars to get a response. These techniques might stop a behaviour in the moment, but at what cost? When a dog is punished for reacting, say barking or lunging at another dog, they don't learn why that behaviour is unwanted or what to do instead. They just learn that humans are unpredictable and sometimes scary. This kind of fear-based suppression can lead to even worse behavioural issues, including increased aggression, anxiety, and even learned helplessness, where a dog simply shuts down out of fear of doing something wrong. And let's be clear, dogs don't misbehave out of spite or an attempt to be dominant. They behave based on reinforcement. If a dog pulls on the lead, it's because pulling has worked before in the past. If a dog barks, it's because they feel unsafe, excited, or unsure. Training should be about understanding why a behavior happens and guiding the dog towards better choices, not punishing them into submission. Beyond the ethical concerns, Cesar Millan's influence has led to real harm in countless dogs and their owners. His TV show has inspired people to use outdated and aversive methods, sometimes making their dogs' issues worse. There have even been legal cases against him. One of the most infamous cases where a pig was attacked during one of his training sessions. Millan's justification: the dog was learning calm submission. But in reality, the situation was mismanaged and the animal suffered for it. More recently, professional trainers and behaviourists worldwide have spoken out against his methods, advocating instead for positive reinforcement training, the approach backed by science, ethics, and real results. So, if Cesar Millan's methods aren't the answer, what is? Well, firstly, we need to focus on reinforcing the behaviours we want to see rather than punishing the ones we don't. Positive reinforcement training, using rewards like treats, praise, or play, teaches a dog that good things happen when they make the right choices. This creates dogs who want to listen, not dogs who obey out of fear. Next, we need to meet our dog's needs. So many behavioural issues stem from boredom, lack of exercise, or unmet emotional needs. A dog who lunges and walks might not be dominant, but simply overwhelmed or lacking proper socialization. A dog who chews furniture isn't being naughty. They're likely anxious or understimulated. And finally, we need to work with our dogs, not against them. Training should be a partnership, not a battle for control. When we listen to our dogs, respect their emotions, and guide them with kindness, we build trust, and trust leads to true, lasting behaviour change. At the end of the day, Cesar Millan has built an empire based on dominance, fear, and outdated ideas. But just because something is popular doesn't make it right. The best dog trainers in the world today don't rely on intimidation or force. They rely on science, compassion, and a deep understanding of dog behaviour. So, if you've ever felt like you need to be your dog's alpha, or that force is the only way to get results, I promise you there is a better way. Your dog isn't trying to take over your home. They're just trying to navigate the world in the best way they know how. And as their guardian, it's your job to guide them with patience, love, and the right tools. Thank you so much for joining me today. If this episode has opened your eyes or given you something to think about, please consider giving the podcast a like, a share, or subscribe. It's one of the best ways you can help support the work that I do, and it also helps spread the message of kindness and clarity in dog training. Until next time, take care and give your pup a big hug from me. Woofity woof!